Well, my first day, Father Dave and I spent time just talking, and I think that my first impression that it would be a very informal and relaxed environment, and that he would be very supportive of everything I was trying to do, and so I think I had a really good first impression of Australia in general. Some of the things that were challenging to me were probably some of the cultural differences, and also the fact that at the place where I worked, a main focus of it is sort of bringing in kids who have some anger management issues and trying to get them into boxing, and so I would say some of the differences I've noticed with working with kids in the US and then also in Australia is sort of the personality differences with the kids, and sort of a lot more authority issues and that sort of thing, which I think is part of their culture here too, or at least that's what I've been told. My most fulfilling moment was probably the first day we opened. We weren't sure if we'd get any kids to show up. The center had been burned down for about 3 or 4 years, and that first day we had about 10 kids show up, and it was like a big win for the center, but also for me personally, since I put so much work into sort of getting it started. I would say I've gained a lot of professional experience. I actually want to be a minister, and setting up ministries is a big part of what I did here by setting up the youth drop-in, and so for me, being able to go to meetings and sort of see how a church works on the inside is something that I'll obviously be doing when I get older as I'm part of the leadership team, and so I thought that it was really helpful professionally, but also just personally in the sense of just gaining experience sort of adulting in a weird way.
I thought it was like a really relaxed environment. It wasn't as professional as I thought, especially because the building was really professional, but it was really relaxed and calm, and it was really easy to meet all the people and the editors and everything like that. So I worked a lot on advertorials and feature stories and researching like top eateries and things like that around the Northern Beaches area, and just writing up those articles and feature stories and all that. So I gained experience in writing in a magazine because I was used to more like hard news, so writing in a magazine and writing like for a magazine style and ads and things like that was a different experience, especially different than hard news. Definitely working on the homelessness piece because that's something that's going to be in the magazine, so working on that was really fulfilling, and knowing that that piece is probably going to help people is really fulfilling.
This is not what I signed up for, and what a hot mess. I just realized it was going to be an incredibly casual and relaxed kind of adventure. I called subscribers, and I just tried to get more money for the station because it was a community radio station, and it was pretty successful. We got almost $1,000 worth of subscriber money. I think I was probably not as open to the internship as I should have been. I probably could have gained a lot more had I been more open to the casual environment, because it just wasn't what I expected. I really gained some insight as to what I don't want to do, and while that seems counterproductive, it was actually incredibly helpful to figure out what I do want to do in the future as a career.
So the building was really awesome, and then the people were very laid back, and I just knew I was going to enjoy it. Right for North Shore and Peninsula Living, and I would have to do, it was more of like internship work, and it was what I was wanting to do, but I was writing the things that interns would have to write. So I was writing about lawns, and I was writing about deck repair, and the coolest thing I probably got to do was I got to interview a jazz singer, and I'm meeting her in person actually tomorrow, and I'm gonna see like what that's all about, and it's really interesting. So we're probably just getting past being an intern. Like, I knew I was doing what I wanted to do because I really do want to write for magazines, and there was a lot of cool articles I could be writing, but they were giving me the articles that not everyone would necessarily want to write, but that's just something you have to accept with being an intern, and I really enjoyed just getting that experience. The fulfilling moment was probably getting to go to this fashion show. I got to take pictures for it, and I just felt like an actual journalist, because when I got there I got to interview people, and it was just a really unique experience. I gained a lot of experience. I've learned what I like to write about because I've been given a lot of tasks, and I think it's been a really good opportunity for me.
I'm natural.
Okay, this is your captain.
My face told me that's natural.
Responsibility.
They weren't even